I've been out of frame my whole life.
You do look taller than me. People are going to think you're a giant.
And they'll be right.
Welcome to Mooney Talks, my video podcast with only one camera angle and lots of jump cuts. I'm David Mooney.
And I'm Owen Mooney.
This is my dad. Doing a podcast with my dad, old Daddy-O. I used to call you Papa.
Yes.
Why did I start calling you Dad?
When you left home.
No, it was before that.
I don't remember.
Next it'll be Father. Father,
Yes, son.
the hounds are not properly collared. How am I to hunt with improperly collared hounds? Father!
Damned help! Fire them all!
Right away, Father, right away. So anyway, yeah. I want to talk
Why
about...
are you laughing? Was that funny?
No. This is a serious matter.
Mishandled hounds is not funny.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Great Snake. So, when I was a kid, I grew up out here in the boonies, about like 20 minutes outside of town. And yeah, it's rural. Got a few acres along the river, and so I swam in the river all the time. And as a kid, my dad would tell the story of the Great Snake.
It's not a story. It's the truth.
He would tell me he would tell me about the Great Snake and how the river came to be. You want to tell the story?
Well, this is how the Rio Grande came to be.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the before time, when First Maker first populated the earth, he made large creatures. I mean, really big creatures. I mean, huge creatures. He also made a lot of little creatures for the huge creatures to eat. But he looked down at...
Sorry, there was a mosquito. Sorry.
He looked...
Continue.
He looked...
There was a little creature bothering me.
Yes, yes, I felt that way when you were growing up. Anyway, he looked down and decided that it just wasn't working right. Just a few huge creatures and then all kinds of little creatures. It just wasn't working right. So he decided to get rid of the large creatures. But he didn't want to destroy them because he thought he might need them again someday. So he sent down word to all the great creatures that they should find a place to hide deep within the earth and wait in case he ever needed them again. So this great snake used to live in what we now call the Gulf of Mexico, which was much bigger then. And he got the word, and being a really large snake with great eyes, way off in the distance he saw some mountains, the Rocky Mountains as we call them now. And he said, that's where I'll go. And so he started his travel, heading through Texas, through New Mexico, through Colorado. And as he went, of course, he moved as the snake does, which is why, before the Corps of Engineers, the Rio Grande used to meander back and forth the way a snake moves. And also, in his desire to fulfill great First Maker's wishes, he didn't stop to eat. So the further he went, he lost weight, and the gouge that he made in the earth became thinner and thinner. That's why the Rio Grande is very wide at the Gulf of Mexico, and it narrows down to a mere trickle where it begins up in the Rockies. And the Great Snake is still up there, just waiting. And someday, if First Maker decides, he's ready to come back.
Nice. It's a good one. That's exactly the way you told it to me when I was a kid too.
Yep. It's just what?
It's just the way.
Yes.
Yeah, just the radium way. We have names for all kinds of stuff out here. There's Lightning Hill, right across the street. The Chi-Chi Hills. You named them that.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. The Bowels of the Earth.
We didn't name that.
No, that was the Solbergs.
Lion Mountain.
Lion Mountain, yeah. I named that. I think that was like the only one I named. The Black Rock place? Black Lava place? Yeah. See, this is when you grow up out here and adventure as much as I did. I had a great childhood. Thanks, Dad. Good stuff. You got to come up with names for all these places. Yeah. Awesome. So that's the story of the Great Snake.
Yes.
All right.
Another one of those little things.
I know, they're bad. They were really bad this year.
That's the proof we're living near the river.
I've lost yeah, exactly. I've lost all my mosquito killing reflexes living in town.
Sheeta catches
All
mosquitoes really well. I want you to know. She's good.
Really?
She's good. She's quick. She's fast. Katia loves her. Yes.
Excellent. You don't need bug spray. Just bring along Sheeta.
Well, she can't eat them fast enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, excellent. Well, thank you for.
Oh, were we on? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Thanks for sharing the story of the Great Snake.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah. And any closing thoughts?
I'll come again and I'll make up some other stories.
Wait, it's not real?
That one was.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Cheers. Thanks. And let's film a sketch.
What?
Let's film a sketch. I gotta do 7 videos this week.
You're using me.
Yeah. Well, it's in your contract. It told you.
Can
I
see
got you the trailer.
Can I see a copy of my contract?
The legal department has it. Don't worry about it.
Did I sign it?
I think it's just in the.
Was that night with all the tequila?
It's just in the father.
I don't remember much about that night.
Don't worry about it.
Did I sign something?
It's signed. I used to forge your signature all the time in high school.
God, I used to.
It was always for like. It was never for late passes.
I was just to write them for you.
No, yeah, exactly. It would be stuff like. It would be stuff like field trip permissions that I would I would never actually remember to get you to sign it, so I would just sign it.
And when your mother signed something, we'd rip it up and I'd sign another one so that they'd only have one. But no, we didn't do that, did we?
I think that didn't you?
I did that. We did that in high school.
Yeah, when you actually legitimately were sick,
we were,
you'd have to forge another one.
Yeah, because we had a girl forging my mother's name.
Ah. Very inventive. Cool. All right. Good stuff.